IoT is for me not just only a technology. It's coming from technology companies, but it is a piece of electronic that helps us to connect various devices, various things across the planet, and collect data which we might use for later purposes. And therefore, IoT is not just technology, it is also a theme which is building information layers on top of our existing IT and manufacturing infrastructure. This technology is not only limited to tech companies, it might come from tech companies, but as I said, it is something which is very used in all of our companies, and it is across all the industries. So even the tiniest companies can make use out of those technologies. The new job roles that will be created, I would say they will be created through the technology itself. It is designed, or it is coming from the technology companies, and therefore we are trying to define roles to fulfill the needs. And if I have a business leader who is really rethinking his business model, he will find out that he has not the right skills on board, and therefore he has to build up new skills. The problem often is that these skills should be searched by people who do not know what they're searching for. So from that perspective, I guess our industry is a good player for helping those companies. I would put it in several categories. There's an area which is around business models and corporation models. There's an area which is around data, big data, data analysis. There's an area of security and data management, and then there is a lot of people which are around coming from the marketing perspective in terms of what is the market desiring and what could we make out of this. In these specific role categories that I said is like the data scientist. This is a very new role. The detection, intrusion person is a very new role. So we have several new roles. The CDO is a very well-known one. It's now more or less a buzzword, but I think there are in all these categories we will find new roles, new categories, new types of things of businesses, skill needs, and therefore I would say we do not foresee all the roles that exist in the future. So that means today we have an understanding of the business, but as we go forward, we will see that there will be new roles that we haven't had before. So that means I can't predict which roles we have maybe in 2 years from now, or from 3 years or 5 years from now. It depends on that, what is coming as a new business model to the market. I think yes and no in this case. The good thing is, yes, the younger people will bring new ideas and new concepts to the market, but sometimes they are missing the business sense and the business experience. And therefore, we need people who have this. I personally like people for those roles which have 3 things. First, they have the technology understanding. Second, they have the business sense. And third, they are agile in learning and thinking and trying to extend their own knowledge. And the combination of this is really the right basis for finding people and make them successful. I would say we have seen in all our large industries failures and wonderful models and wonderful examples which have done it very well. So I would not put it on industry, I would put it on the people who are leading these companies. If you have a leader who is starting to really re-questioning their own business model and asking, are we still doing the right things? And it does not help us to say, okay, this model has helped us the last 20, 30, 40 years. It will survive for the next 10 years. No, this is one of the biggest failures. So really be open and re-question yourself. And when you re-question yourself, you have to disassemble your business model and reassemble it in a new way. Because if you don't do it, the competition and the market will do. And they will not ask for permission. They will do. And we have enough examples in the market where they have thought, okay, this will last for the next 10 years, and they are dying overnight. Start to rethink your model. Question everything that you have done over the last years, and then start to think about what you can do differently. Listen, and this is, I think, a very essential part, listen to other industries, what they have done. Be open, try to do failures, because failures is the first way of learning. Don't accept your people to do everything right. Give them the chance to play around. And from the development of new models, you typically know 80% of the good ideas will die, but 20 of them are the right ones. And if you do not try, you will not be one of those who will survive. I think with the technology, what we just said, we get a whole new level of precision of data. In history, we started value chains with RFIDs or faxes and knowledge of people that they have in their minds. Right now, we have technologies available to collect data from each and every part of the world through the various methods of Zigbees, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, whatever we have as communication method. And this brings us very accurate data about situation, circumstances, whatever. This integration in the value chain will deliver completely different models in terms of accuracy. So that means the value chains are getting closer and more effective. But I guess there is, for me, I call it a little bit a chance of a tsunami, because the tsunami is the 3D printer, the 3D printer. Why do I say that? Value chains are trying to optimize the flow of goods through all of our industries. If we have at one day 3D printers that print everything there where I need it, I don't need any more value chain, because the product is created there where it is needed. So this is, for me, is certainly a distractor of the industry.